Okay, while Lisa is once again sniffing in this area, let's also go as previous, let's say, previous video ended in more cheerful manner as usual. Let's progress to another, let's say, funny story that has been happening in Slovenia, in neighboring countries for quite some time now. So basically, in mid-February, I think it was like 13 February, in Prekmurje region, there is a farmer, who has beef livestock, and among his, cattle, among his, is it flock? No, it's not a flock. Something, herd, yeah. Is also 600 kilos. He has 600 kilos in weight, 18 months. So basically a young, very, strong bull. So his field, Liza gre tukaj levo, pridna moja kuža. So young bull, he was with the rest of the herd in a field, in a pasture, of course with the fence. I assuming that the fence was not, 2 meters high, but it could be. I don't know exactly. And the bull got spooked, don't know how. He jumped over the fence and ran away. Farmer, when he, realized that, he went out searching for the bull. Local firefighters joined him, trying to capture him, and for several attempts were made, but the bull escaped each and every time. So now I'm wondering, no, let's go around. I think that there is the construction up ahead is blocking the path that we wrote, let's say. Well, I don't know what would be the classification of this. So yeah, the bull has run away every time that they were trying to capture him in Prekmurje, and then eventually this week the bull actually made it to neighboring Hungary. So now he was in the second country. They noticed him there, they tried to capture him. The farmer also went across the border trying to, because we are in the EU, this is, now possible, very, no border checks and so forth. And the bull once again ran away. The crow is picking the nuts and throwing it on the ground of the road, trying basically wanting the cars to drive over the nut to break it. Clever, yeah. Popolna zapora. So yeah, to the left everything is closed, unless, yeah, hopefully we can go across the other, well, for, let's say, pedestrians, that we can manage to go across, because today I really don't want to go across Pudutik. Yesterday it took us 2 hours to go around, to walk around the field, and today I'm not in the mood. So yeah, and in Hungary they were trying to capture the bull. The bull once again got away, and now apparently he's heading towards the direction of Austria, so the third country. So this bull has visited more countries this year than I have, and now of course they are trying to capture him, but so far no luck. They are there, the duckies. Liza saw. So there, tamle sa, gledaj, tamle dol, tamle, in the corner. She does. Oh, no, she didn't spot them. Still clueless. She can smell them, but she cannot spot them. So yeah, I don't know how long it will take that bull will be captured, but apparently he's very smart, or people don't know how to properly capture it. But you know, 600 kilos, what is that? I assume like 1400 pounds, if not more. So you know, big boy. Okay, let's end on this point. Okay, still walking. So let's say the big news of this of yesterday, Wednesday, I think it was on Wednesday, is so in 2016 a foreign company approached Slovenian government with a proposition that in northern Slovenia, which is very impoverished region, they would like to build, I think it's a municipality of Hoče municipality. They would like to build a factory there, and they would employ up to 3,000 people. And they want to build the factory, production facility for, you know, painting the cars across, you know, on Slovenian territory, because just across the border in Austrian territory, in town of Graz, you know, where I was last year, they have, you know, already a factory. And so basically, you know, they said they have a huge contract from BMW, Mercedes and Jaguar, you know, to fulfill these orders from them. You know, they need new facilities, and of course government, yeah, we can go. Government that was in charge then, you know, this was basically just after the great economic crisis, you know, people were struggling, so they jumped on this idea. There was even, so they changed even legislation to, you know, facilitate this move. They actually, the company, so the company is called Magna, actually used around 100 hectares of prime farming land, you know, to build upon. Even some protected forest was cut down, and the government also provided subsidies and like financial support, you know, so that taxes for the company were lowered and whatever, you know, possible, just to provide, you know, work for, you know, 3,000 people, which is, you know, a huge number, especially for that region, which has, you know, a lot of people going across the border every day to work in neighboring Austria. And what happened? At most, the company employed 404 people in that facility, and then, you know, COVID happened, and, you know, car industry was also hit. And the big news of this week was that the company has decided to close down their painting facility in Slovenia and transferred that, you know, production lines, I don't know, to Graz, to Austria, while in Hoče, in Slovenia, they will left behind like development team, you know, basically, you know, engineers and researchers and so forth. And of course this made, you know, a huge uproar in the community, not to mention in general public, you know, because that government, you know, gave a lot to the company, and company never fulfilled their promises regarding hiring, you know, 3,000 people versus 400. Huge difference. And, you know, and now of course current government, which actually has some same parties involved, which were also in the government of, you know, the first government that, you know, approved and pushed this deal with the company forward ahead. You know, they are basically the same people, are now of course, you know, looking like chumps, and they basically said that the company will have to repay, I think it's like 18.5 million euros in different kind of governmental assistance, you know, that was provided to the company, just on the hope that they will fulfill their promises regarding employment. So yeah, now we have, you know, another industrial facility which will be unused. We don't know if anything will be done to the facility, but for now the information is nothing will be done in that facility in the near future. So prime real estate, prime farming land was, you know, destroyed irreversibly. You know, protected forest was destroyed, and yeah, and the majority of the people that worked in that facility, they will be now working basically once again in Austria, in Graz. You know, small number of them will actually stay in Slovenia, you know, developers and so forth. So yeah, another bad news. Okay, let's end on this point.